My dad gave the family business to my brother, so I left and started my own. Now mine's thriving and his is failing. I spent 12 years building my dad's plumbing company from the ground up. Started at 15, worked every single role, got my qualifications in plumbing and gas. When I started, it was just me and my dad in one van. Fast forward to now, I'd expanded us to 50 vans with qualified engineers and trainees. We survived COVID and came back stronger. My older brother, he was 30, working as an accountant in the city. He always said the family business wasn't worth his time. Too beneath him, I guess. Then COVID hit. My brother moved back home and started doing the company's books. I'd been running the business for 2 years at this point as acting CEO. My dad would still work tools with me every Friday. Half day of work, then beers at my place. Those were good times. Last month, everything changed. My dad called a family meeting. He said his health was getting worse and he wanted to step down. Fair enough. But then he announced he was giving the entire business to my brother, not splitting it 50-50, giving it all to him. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. My brother never wanted anything to do with the company. And now I'm supposed to just step aside? I got demoted from acting CEO back down to heating engineer. They cut my salary by $20,000. My brother became my boss overnight and he didn't have a single clue how to actually run a plumbing business. I went to my dad privately. I asked him why. His answer? Your brother deserves this. He went to university and you didn't. He has a family. He's done a lot for us. I'd given 12 years of my life to this company. My brother gave 6 months of accounting. 20 of my workers came to me upset. They said they'd follow me wherever I went. These were experienced guys, some with 5 to 10 years more experience than me. They saw what was happening and they weren't okay with it. So I made a decision. I told my dad that if that's how he really felt, I was leaving to start my own company. He didn't take me seriously. I walked out that day and haven't spoken to him or my brother since. My phone exploded with calls from family members calling me ungrateful, selfish, saying I was throwing away everything my dad built. Here's the thing though, I built it too, and I saved nearly every penny I earned over those 12 years. I had the capital, I had the workers, and I had the client relationships. Within the first month, I contacted every major client I'd personally worked with over the past 6 years. Big commercial sites, contracts worth hundreds of thousands, projects that got postponed during COVID were finally moving forward. Every single one of them signed with me. They knew who actually did the work. They knew who they could trust. 3 of my best engineers left my dad's company and joined mine. They called my dad personally to tell him why, that they were leaving by choice to work with me. That meant everything. I already owned 3 vans and had all my tools from over the years. We had everything we needed to hit the ground running. My dad called me a few weeks later, asked me to come over for breakfast. I thought maybe he wanted to apologize properly, so I went. He picked me up and we drove in silence. On the way back, he asked to pull over. Then my dad cried for the first time I'd ever seen. He told me he gave the business to my brother because he felt guilty for not being there for him growing up the way he was there for me. I couldn't believe it. 12 years of my life, and that was his reasoning. Guilt. He said my mom was devastated, that he realized he should have split the business between us. He told me he was proud of me but thought I already knew that. Then he said something that made my blood boil. He wanted me to come back because my brother needed me. I told him that wasn't my problem anymore. Why would I work my tail off there when I could do the same work and keep the profits for myself? 2 days later, my dad invited me to dinner. The whole family was there. My mom wouldn't look at me. My brother acted like I didn't exist. My dad called me and my brother into his office. Then he asked when I was planning to return to the company because we need you Monday morning. I lost it. I told him there is no we. He gave the company to my brother. It's not his company anymore. My brother started yelling about loyalty, about caring for the family business. I looked him dead in the eye and said, I gave this company 12 years of loyalty. You gave it 6 months. The difference is, I actually know how to run it. I told my dad I couldn't believe he apologized that morning just to guilt trip me into coming back. He couldn't even look at me. I walked out, said goodbye to my cousins, nieces, and nephews, and left. Now, my business is booming. We're bringing in major money and I'm looking at expanding by the end of the year. My fiancé and I are planning our wedding for November. Her family has been incredible through all of this. My immediate family, my dad, brother, and mom, still refuse to talk to me. They told me they won't be attending the wedding. I haven't even invited them. Meanwhile, my brother's company is hemorrhaging contracts. Turns out you actually need to know what you're doing to run a plumbing business. My dad finally got what he wanted. He gave my brother the company. He just didn't realize I was the one actually running it. Best decision I ever made was walking away.